I'm muted. Oh, I'm muted. There we go.
Nope.
Mute the. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Dan Cucimilio along with Eric Romo as we discuss the Giants post-game show here as the Giants fall to the Brewers 7-3. They were due for a loss, and Brewers were due for a win.
Yeah.
And you're not going to win them all, but the Giants really didn't come through today with. Brewers did.
They had a bunch of hits, but no runs.
Yeah. What was I haven't even looked at the final box score. I know Blake Sable went 3 for 4, raised his average to 264, which is
Giants had 13 hits, 3 runs.
13 hits, 3 runs, and the Brewers but the Giants had another killer. They had more strikeouts than hits.
Yeah.
14 strikeouts, 19. Hear that again. 19 men left on base.
That's rough.
Yeah. Brewers left 17.
If they don't hit the long ball, then it's going to be a long day.
Brewers only struck out 6 times. This is going to be a quick show today, guys. I got a lot to do Sunday afternoon. Just wanted to pop in. My biggest gripe today, Eric, was this. Bottom of the 5th, Giants are down 5-2. They bring in the pitcher, Milwaukee, brings in the lefty, Milner.
Yep.
Comes in and Jock Peterson's up. You got J.D. Davis sitting on the bench, who's one of your best hitters all season long. You're down 5-2. It's the 5th inning. Jock doesn't hit lefties. What the heck you doing, Kapler?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't get many opportunities to, with runners in scoring position. I know there's 2 outs, but it's the 5th inning. Jock's struck out, and he wouldn't. It's like the pitch looked like it was high to me. I don't think he swung. They called it on a swing. I think he checked the swing. But still.
Yeah, on game day, I just said swinging strike. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a swinging strike. But, yeah, if you look at I think he checked it, but they never showed an angle from the third base side if he, broke the plane or whatever, the imaginary plane of the swing. But what are you doing? I mean, you're hot. You've won 4 in a row. You've got an opportunity. You've got a rally going with, you got 2 men on. And the Jock has a history of not hitting against left-handed pitching.
Right.
Why would you not pinch hit? You had J.D. Davis on the bench. You had Bart, but that was a perfect spot for Davis. Then he brings up Davis later in the game for Slater.
Yeah, I saw
it's
that.
like, what are you thinking? I mean,
yeah, it's really weird. It made no sense. I mean,
J.D. Davis, you platoon, all this crap about platooning. Now you've got a shot with one of your best hitters to come up and maybe drive it out of the park and tie the game up. I know you're thinking Jock can do the same, but not likely, not very likely against the lefty. So, yeah, I just thought that was mismanaged. The other thing I was kind of irritated with, and this is me, Lamont Wade took 2 pitches that were brutal calls. One was high and inside. The ump called it a ball. It was an awful call. One of the worst called strikes I've seen in a long time because it was not only high, but it was inside. It missed off the plate and it was high. So, and Wade was shocked. He went, his face was like, what? You could read his lips, And then the next, he takes a called strike 3 that's, this high over the box. And so at that point, I want Kapler to come out and, take one for the team, get thrown out. Yeah, you haven't done a good job managing anyway. You've blown the situation I'm trying to think if that was the same inning. Let me go back and look and see the play-by-play on that and see if that was the same inning of when he didn't pinch hit for Jock. By the way, while I'm looking this up, I was reminded, I just saw the box score for the Boston Celtics 76ers. What a finish that game was.
Really? What happened?
In overtime, Sixers win it on a 3-pointer with 13, 14 seconds left. Harden hits one in the corner. They go up by 1. Boston comes down and they can't, they're being guarded tightly, and they kick it. Jason Tatum drives to the bucket, kicks it out to Marcus Smart, who's open for a 3. He makes it, but he didn't get it off in time. The buzzer had just sounded.
Oh.
So they had to review it. And but anyway, that was pretty cool. So I'm going to look up this play-by-play. It was the Lamont Wade, bottom of the 4th. Was it the 5th? Yeah, it was the 5th. Wade struck out looking in the 5th. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when Peterson struck out to end the inning. But there was a 2-out rally.
Right, it was. Right.
Yeah. Haniger, Strada bunted down the third baseline. Haniger singled to left, and then they bring in Milner. Now, Jock strikes out. You 5-2. Go take out your frustration and say, you cost my guy, whatever. I mean, show the
Some
bench
emotions.
that you got. Yeah. I mean, a lot of guys, say something from the bench and they get thrown out. Never does Kapler do that.
No, he never does that. No.
Yeah.
It almost looks like he doesn't have the team's best interest. He's more looking out for himself rather than, sticking up for guys.
Yeah. MF says play Sable every day. Well, he should be in the lineup a little more often. Maybe, right now, boy, MF also says, what's your guys' thoughts on Conforto? Really, really struggling.
Yeah.
What is Conforto? He's having a tough time. Is he batting like 175? What is he batting? Let's see.
Yeah, he's less than,
Yeah, 175, exactly. Yeah. 2 more Ks.
Yeah, 2 strikeouts. And
yeah, it may be time to give him a day off and move Haniger over to right and put Sable in, left field against a right-handed pitcher. I don't know. Who do they got coming up? Washington now?
Washington.
The Nationals tomorrow.
Yeah.
Who's pitching tomorrow?
I heard a little bit of Marty. I guess they have a decent road record, so we'll see how they do when they come into San Fran.
Yeah, so it's got tomorrow Jake Irvin against D. Scalfani. Tuesday should be Webb against, Tuesday is Webb against Patrick Corbin. Corbin having another rough year, 1-4, 5.17 ERA. Man, he sure is falling.
Yeah,
off.
It's rough.
And then
he was great that first year when they won the World Series, but after that it was.
Yeah. And Wednesday, Josiah Gray, the ex-Dodger who went in that trade for Trey Turner and who else did they get in that deal? Scherzer, that's right. Yeah, of course.
Scherzer.
So Mania. So Alex Wood pitched today for Sacramento. And they lost 2-1, but pretty decent outing by Alex Wood. Let me see what he did, how many innings he actually pitched. Let's see if they've got the box score here. Yeah, here we go. Box score. Alex Wood went 3 2/3. Wow, he gave up 6 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 1 strikeout. So he got some work in. It's probably what looking for.
That's what we're trying to do.
Yeah. Bryce Johnson's back. Okay, good to see he's back in the lineup. So he's free of his concussion now.
What's going on with Ruff? Isn't Ruff getting close to that 10-day?
Does he have? Is it a 10 days down there for, or can he just stay down there
I
as
thought he was on a 10-day IL. I
is
don't
he
know if he's.
IL or did he just get?
Remember, he had a bad wrist or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. They don't need rough. Believe me, they don't need rough.
No.
Let's see, Jeez, here goes this. Here go the doggone. Okay, Bryce Johnson, he's doing well, hitting 400 down there. He's a old regime draft pick. Bailey hitting 185. He's a Farhan draft pick. I don't know about Fitzgerald. I'm assuming he's a Farhan draft pick hitting 200. Proctor, he's a Farhan acquisition hitting 209. Will Wilson, another Farhan acquisition hitting 198. So, yeah, I don't know. Guys that, just looking at the rest of the deal here.
Not much reinforcements down at AAA.
No, not too much. Ramo, Bryce Johnson. Bring up Bryce Johnson if he's back and he had a good spring. Get him his at bats, get him ready to play, and bring him up and send Cal Stevenson back down. Bryce Johnson was with you the whole spring, and he played well and he's fast and yeah, he should be he should be in place. So MF Stripling gives up a lot of hard contact. 2 more homers. Yep. Could Harrison replace the 5th spot in rotation if he pitches well? Yes, I believe MF he could. He's got 34 Ks and 19 and 2/3 innings, but he's got to get his command control. He's walked 21 guys in 19 and 2/3. He's walking more than one an inning.
Yeah, you can't have that.
Yeah, you can't have that in the big leagues. You saw what happened today. Stripling walked a couple of guys, and the next guy hit a 2-run homer. So walks will kill you.
Yep.
Mark Graves says attendance for the Nats will be around 10,000 a night. Exactly. You might want to take a 0 off the end there, maybe. A couple zeros, right? Yeah, 1 0. Yeah, maybe. I think it'll get announced, Mark, as double-digit attendance. But trust me, when you go, if you go count them, and you probably will be able to count them. You could probably walk the sections and count them. I bet you they'll be under 6,000, 7,000 there. Especially, tomorrow night, Warriors, Lakers. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Wednesday night, Warriors. Let me see if it's a day game Wednesday or a night game. Schedule Wednesday's a day game, so they might get saved by when Warriors play at home Wednesday night. So they're fortunate they're not playing a night game Wednesday. So I midweek against an awful team. These are the games as a season ticket holder you cringe because you're like, crap. Mm-hmm. I don't want to go, and no one wants to buy these tickets. So. Mark Hope says, Dan, love to get your thoughts on Vita Blue. Yeah, Vita Blue was, he grew up, I was growing up as a teenager when Vita was playing and loved Vita Blue, especially when loved him with the A's. He was unbelievable. When he came to the Giants in the late 70s, I was, thrilled. Couldn't believe we got Vita Blue and had a great year. I think it was 78. Oh man, it's tough to see Vita go. One of the favorite stories I heard today was Susan Slusser had, I don't know if she tweeted it out or what, but it was, he was in a contract dispute with Charles Finley, the owner of the A's, and Finley wouldn't give him a raise. He was too cheap. He was very tight. So he gave Vita Blue a gas card to fill up, for gas. So when Vita went to the gas station, he'd fill up and then he'd let everybody else fill up on the card too that was there. I thought that was great. get back at the owner, plus help some people out. See, MF Kruk says, what do we got? Says the strike zone is tight in AAA. Maybe
they're doing that. They're doing the electronic strike zone in AAA.
Are they really?
If I'm not mistaken. I think so.
Cool. Hey, to me, if they're doing the electronic strike zone, that's going to change the. It's going to help out with pass balls and wild pitches because catchers won't have to go down on a knee. The reason they go down on a knee is for framing.
Right.
So go back to the traditional, squat where you can, get over and block the ball because you can't do that on your knee. But my thoughts on Vita Blue, just a great guy, funny, great age.
Yeah, it was tough.
Great giant.
It was tough listening to Bill Lasky this morning because he was on for a little bit.
Bill Lasky a lot, right? Isn't he on with Bill?
Yeah, right. They would have a game or a post game after. What was it? What is it after Marty? I can't remember. Or they would cover for him. And he also did the on the TV as well with Greg Papa there a few years ago. But
did they say what the cause was? Was it sudden or?
No, I heard. Well, Bill said something about he was struggling for the last year, so he must have had some kind of illness.
That's too bad. Yeah.
I guess Perry Crowley's covering for him today on the post game.
Okay. G. Martinez, Stripling. Yeah. Right now he's been tough. But the Giants today, they got a few hits, couple 2-out rallies, drove in some runs, but then they left 17 guys on base.
It's crazy. Again, it's that whole home run, the relying on the home run.
Yeah. So I'm, they're going to have a struggle. They're going to, when you get below 500, and I'm trying to mess with the little lighting here. That might be there we go. When you get below 500 and then you go on a winning streak to try and you don't get there, now what? They're 15 and 18, right?
Exactly. So you go on these big win streaks. You had a 5-game and now a 4-game, and look, you're still
under 500.
3 games below 500.
Yeah. And now you're getting, you get a chance to maybe get to 500 against the Nationals. You throw in your best pitchers in the first 2 games, 2 of your 3 best pitchers. You got DeSclafani and Webb. You should win the first 2. And then you got Manaea, which you would think is a toss-up game. But we look at the schedule. They go to Arizona for 4, and then they come home for Philly and Miami. And then they go back out on the road, Minnesota and Milwaukee. That's a tough 7-game stretch. And then they come home for 3 against Pittsburgh and 3 against Baltimore. Not easy. So it's going to be, this doesn't strike me as a great team that can get on a run and win, couple of 8 out of 10 spurts. They don't. I don't see them, putting together.
I'm pretty sure that.
Pretty sure what? I lost you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Zach Gallen and what's his name? Merrill Kelly will probably be throwing for Arizona, right? Because it's 4 games,
they're tough.
So
Zach Gallen
and
I don't know. What the pitching matchups are going to be. They're not determined yet. I can look here.
Are you going to try to catch a game?
Yeah, I'll catch at least one. I'll catch one. I don't know if I'll catch more than that. Thursday's Cobb against Henry. Friday, let's see if they've got him announced. Stripling against Ryan Nilsson. Maybe they miss him. Let's see. Saturday, Gallen against DeSclafani. Now that's going to be a game. Go. And then Sunday it is Brandon Fott. I don't know how you say it.
Yeah, I'm not
I think
sure.
it's Fott against Webb. So they're going to miss
They're missing Kelly?
Yeah.
He just pitched 2 days ago. I'm surprised that they're missing.
He's probably pitching Wednesday. Let me see. Wednesday, let me check. D-backs against the A's.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Maybe he's pitching Tuesday. What? They don't have him in there for Wednesday, so let's see. D-backs against the A's. Maybe he's out. He might be out.
Interesting.
So
watching that Corbin Carroll kid, man, holy crap. He's got some short arms, but boy, he generates some power, don't he?
He's got power and speed. Yeah. Spencer Stewart says they're probably a 75 to 79 win team. Yeah, probably somewhere in there. I mean, let's look at the bright spots today. The bright spots
there's a few.
There's actually a few. If you look from the
top of the lineup actually was producing. Every 1 through 3 got 2 hits.
Yeah, if you look at the lineup here today, you've got Wade, who's now hitting 258, still pretty good on base percentage. Excellent, actually, 436. Estrada got 3 hits. He's hitting 346. He's like, I bet he's in the top 5 hitting. Haniger got 2 hits. Flores got 2 hits, and Blake Sable got 3 hits. Sable also threw out a runner at second base. So
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and he almost got the swipe tag at home plate there in the I think it was the 9th inning where the Brewers added on, scored 2. Yeah. So, it's a team that it's going to get used to this, I think. Some win streaks, some losing streaks.
Yeah, if they don't hit the home run, they're not going to win.
Yeah. I mean, Conforto is really hurting him right now. They moved him down from, he was batting second and third in the beginning of the year. They got him down all the way down into the 6th spot.
Yeah, I saw that. They are moving him down. Peterson, he's kind of not struggling a little bit too.
I mean, if you look at Farhan's acquisitions, Haniger's hitting 222, Conforto's hitting 175, Manaya's struggling, Stripling's struggling. Stripling's ERA is, he's got that's the worst.
Yeah, he's got
ERA.
a bad one.
He's got the
one.
Yeah,
I saw that.
Got the 666.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like,
yeah, so Stripling's got the 666 ERA. I don't know what Manaya's is. What's Manaya's?
It's up there too. I think he's up in the 4s or 5s. I know.
Did he pitch Friday or Saturday, Manaya?
He pitched the first game, so that would have been
Friday.
Let's
see what Manaya is pitching. Let's see what his ERA is. Come on. Box score. Manaya. Come on. There we go. All right. Manaya's ERA is 7.33. Wow.
Oh, it's even worse.
Yeah. So Manaya and Stripling.
Those are the 2 guys that are really.
And the other one that's not doing well is the Rogers, Taylor Rogers. Right?
Yeah.
What's
he's had a rough go of it too? I think his is still up there.
Let me see what his ERA is. Has he been in? When's the last game he pitched in? I don't even know when the last time he pitched. Do you?
You know what? It's been a while. I'm trying. I don't think he pitched that. Did he pitch? No,
was it last Monday against the Astros?
He pitched, I think, 1 inning against the.
Yeah, Monday against the Astros. He's got a 6.5.
I thought he got an outing. Yeah.
He's got his ERA right now is 5.91. So Rogers, Manaya, and Stripling, 3 of Farhan's pitching acquisitions, really holding them back. On the offensive side, Conforto and Haniger struggling. And if you look at Jock is not hitting all that well, is he? What's he hitting? Let's see. Jock is hitting.
He's like around 220.
Let's see, Peter. Yeah, 222. So
Yeah.
every one of Farhan's. Who else did he sign in the offseason? There was 7. See, we mentioned the pitchers, the 3 pitchers. Oh, Luke Jackson hasn't appeared yet, but there was somebody else.
Well, yeah.
There was 3.
There was another pitcher too, wasn't there?
Let me take a look at the roster. Maybe somebody else will comment.
Yeah, I can't remember. I thought he signed 2 pitchers that were.
Somebody said Wade and Estrada are bright lights. Yeah, those are 2 of Farhan's acquisitions, along with Blake Sable's been, a Rule 5 guy who's been pretty good.
Yeah.
Let me just take a look at what's going on here with the.
And honestly, Doval, he hasn't been quite as sharp as he was in the past as well.
I'm just looking at this roster and see who he also signed in the offseason. I don't see anybody else. Wisely's hitting below 200.
Yeah.
So these guys are, none of his acquisitions this year, except Sable, you could say, is doing okay. And of course, Estrada and
Sable's probably the bright spot.
Yeah, Estrada and
but yeah, Haniger, gosh, I mean, it's hard to judge on Haniger right now because he was out the first month, so it's kind of hard to.
Yeah, Matos is a Sabian guy. Yeah,
right now it's not looking good.
Yeah, Matos is a Sabian guy. So is Ramos, and Ramos was hitting 298. He's down to like 260 down at AAA, but he was hitting. You wonder if guys get a little discouraged, like they see Cal Stevenson, some guy gets picked up by Farhan, and they promote him and not Ramos. Why not promote your guys that are in your farm system that are paying the price? But he's not one of Farhan's guys, and I'm convinced that Farhan's guys get the nod over the old regime. So
yeah, that's one thing MF talks about. This is Wisely's this year's version of Padlo. It's the same thing, whether it's Padlo, Wisely. Who was the other guy that the guy that the Reds picked up?
Fairchild.
What was his name?
Fairchild.
No, he went to the Reds, and the Reds just released him. It was another guy that was he was a third baseman. He batted for the left.
Vosler.
He had a little bit of
Vosler.
That was him.
Yeah.
That's what Farhan likes to do, is those type of players.
Yeah. So Wisely's got some potential pop, but he's who knows? I want to see the young guys that have good pedigree. I want to see the Matos, the Ramos. Let's see some of these guys. Let's see what they can do.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to go too long today. Only a few more minutes. I'm going to call this. If you want to keep going and close it, you can. Let's see if anybody wants to come in here.
I'll get up with you.
Let me see. Let me invite anybody into the stream who wants to come in. I've got to get going. I've got to meet somebody for dinner who's in town. All right. So I am.
I'll post it.
Okay, go ahead. You got it. I was just doing that. Go ahead. Post it. Put it in the comment there. Anybody who wants to join, click on the link here that's going to be going into the chat here in just a sec as Eric goes ahead and posts that. There it is. It's in the NorCal Sports Network. Click on that. Pop into the green room and, join myself and Eric, or shortly it may be just Eric, or shortly this thing may be over. We'll see. Depending on who wants to keep going. Somebody's got to want to jump in. Come on. We don't have too many in the day. It's Sunday afternoon. We also got a Suns game tonight, don't we? Isn't the Suns playing? Let me see. Suns and Denver game 4. What time's that game start? Thought it. Anybody know? Huh. I don't know why that does that.
Yeah. Hey,
Oh,
Ed,
5 o'clock. Yeah,
good
starts.
point. Who's even left? Who's even left from the 2021 bullpen? Brebbia,
Tyler Rogers,
Tyler,
Brebbia, who didn't have a good year in 21.
no,
But that
Duvall, he really was kind of like he came up
Duvall
towards
came
the
up
end.
toward the end. So it's 3 guys. Yeah. That bullpen was pretty tough. You had Dominic Leone. You had a couple other guys that pitched
Littell.
really well. Who's that?
Littell.
Oh, yeah, Mark Littell. Yeah. There's a couple
He's
other
with the
guys.
Red Sox now. I think.
Is he?
Dom
Yeah.
Leone, I think, is with Texas, right? Yeah, I think so.
Sure. Mitchell and Ness says, hope Yaz comes back soon. I don't expect him back for a few weeks at least. If that thing popped, those things take a while.
Yeah. They said it was a grade 1, but he said he heard it pop. That's hard to imagine that it's a grade 1 if you pop.
Yeah. I heard Vosler got released at
Vosler got released.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got. Sable should be DH for now. Eddie K says because him wearing any mitt is scary. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. So, but yeah, so some bright spots there we mentioned from the plate side. Pitching, I don't know. They must not have a lot of confidence right now in Taylor Rogers, because he got up in the pen today, but then he sat back down. They brought in Junis. Looked like maybe they were getting him ready for Rowdy Tellez, and that didn't materialize. But he's not pitching a whole lot. So MF said, MF can't hit right-handers. Yeah, this team doesn't have, and as I said, this team to make the playoffs, everything's got to go right. Haniger's got to have a great year. Conforto's got to have a bounce back year what he used to produce. Yaz has got to do better. Crawford's got to do better at the plate. You're getting good production out of Tyro and JD Davis and Wade. So those 3 guys are coming through. And you're getting pretty decent production out of the catching spot in Bart and Sable. So
right.
But the rest of the lineup, if Crawford's in there, he hasn't been hitting. And the outfield's not doing much. Although Yaz was having a good year. Yaz was having a pretty good year. So, but injuries are going to happen, and when your roster's old, more likely to. So, but anyway, I don't have anything else to really cover. Tomorrow, Giants will be playing tomorrow night in front of about 3,000 people. They'll be playing the Washington.
And then you got the basketball game.
Yep, you got the basketball game. People are going to stay home, watch the game. Only the people who have been given tickets will probably go to the game. Hey, you got free tickets? Sure. Yeah, it'll be. Yeah, I mean, these are the games as a season ticket holder you just hate because you're just like you pay, average whatever $50-$60 for each seat, and they're going to you're going to eat them because nobody's going to want to pay.
Yep.
I mean, I'm seeing today's crowd was pretty decent. It looked like from the what I could tell, attendance was 34,600. But they draw well always on Sundays. Sundays is a good drawing day. The weekends, but this week they'll announce it, as Graves said, 10,000. They'll announce it in double digits, but I guarantee you there's not that many people in the house tomorrow night or Tuesday night. But But with that, we should be back Tuesday night. It's post game. Tomorrow night, Warriors Lakers game 4. I believe the game starts at 6. So be looking for a game starts at it's 7 tomorrow. Good. It's a 7 o'clock game. Good. I thought it was a 6. So 7 o'clock tip off, probably a post game closer 10 o'clock tomorrow night on Larry's channel for the Warriors Lakers game 4. And Mitchell and Ness says, which day are you going to the game for the Arizona? Let me take a look at the schedule here. Let me look at my personal schedule, see what I got going Thursday. It won't be Friday. It'll either be Thursday or Saturday. Thursday or Saturday, because the Warriors, if they're still in it, will be playing Wednesday, and then they'll be playing Friday, and then again they will be playing on Sunday. So, yeah, there'll be no me going to a Diamondbacks game when the Warriors are playing Giants Diamondbacks. So Thursday or Saturday. Yeah, that Saturdays are always fun to go to because I believe they're. Let me just check the schedule. I think it's generally the Diamondbacks play a night game. Yeah. Ooh, a 5:10 game on Saturday. That's not a bad time. So, yeah, I've actually thought about getting D-back season tickets because they're going to be good. They're going to get
they are.
They got a really good farm system. They're like third. They're ranked third in the farm system. Colorado's in the top 7, I believe. So the Giants better turn this thing around quick because with the Dodgers and the Padres, and then the farm system, Arizona's already a playoff contender, and they're going to get better. And then you got Colorado, who stinks right now, but they're going to get better as the years go on. What do we got? How you doing, Dan? How's the heat in Arizona? Not bad. This is a good weekend. This is a very nice weekend. Thursday was in the high 70s. It was
nice.
like 77.
It's been awesome here. It's been in the 60s. It's supposed to be in the 60s until I think today, tomorrow, and then it's supposed to go into like the low 70s. But next weekend, the heat's supposed to be back.
Today it's a little warmer, but still nice. 80s, mid 80s, like 86. And then tomorrow and Tuesday be low 90s, 92. But then Wednesday, 82, Thursday, 89. Then we start popping up. Next week, 95, Saturday, 99, 97. So once mid-May hits, we don't see anything generally below 90, closer to 95. And then by June, every time it's June, it's 100.
Yep.
Every June, my son's birthday's early June, and it's always like 105 right on it around his birthday. So, yeah. So we'll see. Am I an Arizona Diamondbacks fan? No, I'm not really an Arizona Diamondbacks fan. But if the Giants aren't going to win, sure, I'll pull for Arizona in the division. Why not? I don't like I don't like the Padres, and I can't stand the Dodgers. So, yeah. Yeah. So anyway, you want to hang on, Eric, or you going to cut too?
I'll skip out too.
Okay. Well, hey everybody, it's we've gone 40 minutes, and like I said, I got some stuff I got to get done. I'm meeting somebody at 5:30 for dinner. Jump in the shower real quick again. Always gets this time of the year. I always end up with 2 showers, so it's like I hate just being any kind of sweat. I just like to be nice and clean when it gets hot. So it's hard, especially when it gets humid. Man, in monsoon season.
Yeah, the monsoon time. Yeah, monsoon season.
Sometimes it's 3 showers. Yeah, it's just awful. Yeah. Anyway, Mr. Hankey says he wants to get in the swimming pool down I think he's talking about the right center field at
Yeah.
Diamondbacks in Chase Field. And he says, thanks, guys. Hey, everybody, thanks for joining. Hit the like button if you would. I know that we don't have a lot in here, but just everybody hit the like button. It does help the algorithm. And then if you're not a subscriber, hit subscribe. If you know some people that want to, talk Giants baseball, and we'll be covering Warriors as well. I mean, Larry's doing a lot of Warriors, so I don't really cover it as much. But, we'll be talking Warriors, 49ers. Going to be a big, tough game tomorrow. I think the Warriors, I think somehow they pull it out. I don't know if it'll be a big blowout, but last two have been blowouts. Just got to get the win. So anyway, Thanks for joining, guys. Have a great rest of your Sunday afternoon, evening, and look for us back here on NorCal Sports Network after Tuesday's Giants-Nationals game. Have a good night, everybody.
See ya.